Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm here to get your reaction to what was a fantastic win in the end against Crystal Palace. Absolutely brilliant. Exactly what we needed. We needed to win this game comfortably. Little Champions League finish, and we did that. We did exactly that, and I'm absolutely made up and proud of the lads there, to be honest with you. We dug deep. Sadio Mane found his shooting boots again. Absolutely brilliant. But anyway, you're not here to hear my thoughts. You're here to see your thoughts, and we'll get straight into the comments in the YouTube comments at the moment. Mr. MJC LFC says, well done, Ross and Tom. Champions League in the bag after a nightmare season. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. It has been a nightmare. It really has. Like, think of all the injury things, and Klopp's been speaking about just how tough this season has been and how much of a feat it'll be. It really will be. It really will be such a massive feat, or it has been a massive feat. We've just completed it. It's really, really good to see. Brian Glow says, good win today and great to see Mane score a brace. Third place in Champions League secured, considering all of our injuries shows the desire of these players. Yeah, exactly. Again, Sadio Mane finding his shooting boots again, and it's just showing his second goal there on the telly. He just takes his time. He will have rushed that a week or so ago. He will have overthought it. He maybe will have tried to take a man on. No, just powdered at the goal, and that's what he did. It was fantastic to see. He's got a bit of his mojo back as all the players kind of go round and get their clap of appreciation, which they thoroughly deserve. FPL skills, fantastic. Top four achieved, and I thought Thiago was brilliant today, and Mane looked much like his old self. Exactly. Thiago has been absolutely incredible. He just runs the midfield, and he did today again. He just strode around, playing balls. There was a point where we showed his long pass accuracy, and at the time, he'd played 11 long passes, 9 of them accurate, and that is just splitting defences left, right and centre. The diagonals or the lovely balls across the ground, just splitting defences like I've spoken about. It's so hard to defend, especially when you hit it with the quality that Thiago can, and you've got the pace on the wings like we have. Absolutely brilliant. Morgan Neild, welcome to First Teamer. Thank you very much. You get the Final Word show that will be streaming live to YouTube members tomorrow. It'll be going up on the website shortly after that, but you will get that tomorrow, so make sure to tune in. John Francis with the super chat, thank you very much, says, fantastic finish to the season. It felt normal again seeing the Reds battle, leaving it late as we do, and my girlfriend putting up with it all. Exactly. We did leave it late, but we did battle, like you said in your comment. I said at the end, it was the 92nd minute, and we were fighting like it was the second minute, and it was 0-0. We went in, steaming into every tackle, but it wasn't rash. It wasn't out of control. We knew where we wanted to be. We knew how we wanted to play, and I thought that was absolutely excellent to a man. The midfield bossed it all game, but Nat Phillips and Reece Williams, when the ball was going in behind, showed their quality as well. I thought we were absolutely tremendous all over the park. Our battling was brilliant, like you said. And yeah, we did leave it late, but you know what? We enjoy it more when we do that. Alisson's header being a prime example of that. Leaving it late, but makes it so much sweeter. MJC, wow, what a season. I'm in tears. Yeah. Especially when Gini Wijnaldum was coming off the pitch as well. I was really emotional at that, actually. I'm sure there'll be loads more comments to that, so obviously let me know in the comments. But I thought Gini leaving was a really poignant moment. He's obviously coming off, claps the fans, gives them a wave, gets a handshake and stuff from every one of the playing staff and what have you. It's going to be sad to see him leave, but what a vital player. And he showed it again today, didn't he? Just does what he does best. He keeps hold of the ball, he links up play, and he's vital in that second goal for Sadio Mane. To the little 1-2 with Mo Salah, frees up a bit of space. Really, really good. Jordan Red, worst champions ever. Finished third with no centre-backs, essentially. Reece Phillips, Kabak, Fabinho, huge credit. Love Alisson and Salah, but Phillips is defo player of our season. Yeah, it's mad. We were written off saying, oh, the worst defending champions ever, as you've just put it there. And we're third with the injury-ravaged team that we've had. We've been without our 3 centre-backs this season. That's never mind Henderson being out. Never mind all these other myriad of players being out. The 3 centre-backs who basically, we signed them centre-backs to make sure we got to the upper echelon of world football, and Virgil van Dijk was gone. Phillips has been absolutely fantastic, hasn't he? He's stepped up. For a player who was meant to be going, he stepped up to the plate massively, and I'm made up for him. He's a cult figure now for Liverpool. He really is. You look back on this season and you just go, you know what? Nat Phillips was the standout man there. in a tumultuous season. Morgan Neal, thank you for the shout out. Don't you worry, mate. Thank you very much for being a first teamer. JC, I hope we give Gini a good send off. He's done this club proud. I'm sure there'll be something going on. Obviously, if we hear anything, we'll be getting all the news to you guys. I wonder where they'll go, to be honest. Let me know in the comments where you think he might go to. And look, we wish him all the best. He's a vital part of what this team's done throughout the Klopp era. I will come back to the YouTube comments, so don't worry, get some more of them in. But I'm just going to transition over to Twitter for a few. Danilo Stanojevic, there you go. What a positive end to the season. Can't wait to see what we do this summer. Super excited to see fans back next season regularly up the Reds. Yeah, I wonder just what part these fans played in the victory today. Obviously, you see Bobby Firmino and Trent just playing around with the ball. Thiago at the end, just playing with the ball like it's a training game, and they're getting these oohs and ahs from the crowd and applause. It must be so good for them to get that back, because they know they've got quality. They just haven't had the people there to be watching it. And look, we miss being able to see that in the flesh. We miss being able to see these world-class players playing like they do. I cannot wait for next season when we get a full Anfield again, hopefully, and just being able to see these players. I want to go back there. Obviously, I'm doing this today because Paul and Chris are at Anfield themselves, so they got to experience that today. I'm sure it's a memory they'll never forget. We all want that too. We all want to come back to that. It's going to be fantastic. Isaac LFC with just the league table here. Worst defending champions versus the January champions. And that's it. Look, 5 points off Manchester United. 5 points off. After the season that we've both had, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer probably rightly has been lauded for being really good this season, getting his team up there. Man United have been fantastic in certain aspects of the season, really, really good. But the fact that Liverpool have been able to drag it back to where we have shows us so much about Jurgen Klopp and this team as a whole. Whatever, you can see the name. What a roller coaster of a season. Hats off to everyone in the team, especially Phillips and Williams. Yeah, reiterating that point from before, the centre-backs have been so instrumental in what we did. You know what it was today? We played with such confidence with them too. And I don't know if that's because of the performance the other day when that Phillips was tremendous. But what it is we were able to be confident and playing the ball round with them. Instead of booting it up the field, and we went, no, we're comfortable to do this with you guys. We're comfortable to pass it round. And we played so much better for it, for having that bit of confidence in our centre-backs. We were able to push everyone up. We didn't have to worry too much about getting back. And we did that from minute one. We just got right forward, pinned Palace back and nullified everything that they tried to do offensively because we were able to stop that way up the field. Daniel Gray, Thiago stepping up when it really mattered. What a signing. He has been spot on. He was immense, and he has been immense for so many games this season. I think there was a stat saying he's played 22 of the last 23, I believe, which is fantastic. Think of all the injuries that not just he's had, but we've had to put up with, and he's had to come in and become a stalwart of this team, and it's taken him time to adjust, especially defensively. He came in being a bit rash, but he's been absolutely fantastic since then. Liam Prescott here. Mane pricked a great day to remember he can play football. Yeah, he was brilliant today. You could see it at the start. He wanted to pick the ball up and he wanted to do things with it. And I was saying to Ross during the commentary that, look, he's been good at that all season. He's just not at the finishing touch. But that first goal was so instinctual. The ball just dropped at his feet and he knew exactly what he wanted to do with it. Yes, he was 2 yards out from the goal. Doesn't matter. He's still got a goalkeeper to beat. So he's got to hook that into the right-hand side of the net, and he did it so well. And it, like I say, instinctual. It was really, really good to see. And last one from Twitter. Rip Cordless says, a long, bumpy road, but thrilled with third. Look, bleak in moments, but the players, manager and staff stayed the course. Congrats to the club. Exactly. They fought for us. And obviously they won Champions League, but they fought to even have a chance of getting third on the last day of the season. And yes, we had to rely on other results going our way during the end of the season, like coming up. But the fact that they were able to have fans in the stadium and reward them with a top 4 finish, top 3 finish even, is so good to see. I'm just proud, to be honest. I am really proud of these players. And yeah, it's safe to say I love them. Right, let's get back over to the YouTube comments. Gen LFC, great result made up. Yeah, I think that echoes everyone in who's watching this video and in the Liverpool fan base. Token X says, "Stay Genie. I'll wash your cars on the weekends." Look, I think it's fair to say, I know it's a joke, I think it's fair to say he's leaving for newer pastures, but look, he's done all he can for Liverpool. He's won the Champions League, he's won the Premier League, and he's been sensational the whole time. He'll go proud. He'll go proud that he's left us Champions League football and with them trophy cabinet, adding to them trophy cabinets. John Salkeld says, "I am really glad for you." And you, mate. Brent Pryor, "Thanks so much for the content you have produced this year, guys. We all appreciate it so much." Thank you again for watching, Ben. Obviously, you and countless others have been watching these videos and making it enjoyable to do. This show literally wouldn't exist without you guys. So there you go. Thank you very much for being a part of this in this hard season for everyone. John Salkeld again. "I'm really glad for you lads and for all of us. We have got back to the minimum after a disaster of injuries." That's it. This is the one we needed. We needed to get this result, didn't we? We needed to be able to push on next season. It would have been a massive, massive downer if we didn't get that, especially Gini going and stuff. And you're able to say to incoming players, okay, look what we have. We have Champions League football and Jurgen Klopp and these players. And you're able to say to the existing players, look, we're still fighting at the top. We're still up there. We're still at the top echelon of football. Do that with us, which was really, really good. Danny Hartley-Smith saying, "I'll miss Gini." We all will. Believe me, we all will. John Salkeld again. What about Gini, lad? On his last day, he did so much. He was excellent today, fighting all the way till he was substituted off. Got a standing ovation, which he thoroughly deserved. Jordan Red, "In the summer, do you reckon we will go after Basuma, or however you spell the chap from Brighton, or keep faith in Jones, or even both, because Milner ain't getting younger?" I think Jones can do a fantastic job, to be honest with you. We talk about Gini Wijnaldum and being able to keep hold of the ball and being able to attack from midfield places and get forward and assist that attack, I should have said. Curtis Jones does all that. We've seen it already. He's a young kid, but he's got all the attributes. He might need to build up a bit physically. Gini Wijnaldum's got that. He's got like the Kenny Dalglish arse, where he's able to just put his arse in the way and no one can get the ball. Gini's so good at that. Curtis Jones does have elements of that. I think he's more of a tricky player who can keep the ball at his feet and just can work his way around players. Gini can do that as well. But you know what I mean? He can transition and be that Gini player, I think. I think he's a sensational talent. Thomas Lesney, thank you very, very much. $100. Thank you so much. It was a long year, but this club is class. Cheers to all of you at Redmen. We will see you next year, 100%. To be honest with you, we are still going to be here. We are making so much content. We're going to be here live tomorrow morning doing the final word. We're going to be doing a big post-season wrap-up stuff. There is so much more to come from us. This is the last game of the season. It is not the last day of us producing content. We are going to keep going, keep you going through. We're going to be making transfer shows when all the transfer stuff starts coming through. We're going to be keeping you up to date with all the breaking news on the channel. We're going to be making shows on, obviously, if Gini departs, we'll be speaking about him and his best moments. We've got the keep, sell, loan stuff, where it's a nice little fun game where we try and build a squad around what we have and stuff. Obviously, the player ratings, where we go through each and every player and rate them, self-explanatory. And then we have another show that I can't quite remember, but it's going to be good. And then we also have a Director of Football live show. Chris Pajak dancing. I'll leave it at that. Just wait for it. That will be at the back end of next week. But yeah, I'll leave it with Token X Redmen. You'll never walk alone. Exactly that. Look, this has been a fantastic end to a season, a fantastic end to a really tough season for everyone, especially them Liverpool players. But we've come out with third place, which is something I would never, ever have expected. You know what, we'll end it with one more. Paul Briddock saying, "Best job by Klopp, ? He was fantastic this whole season. Look, to be able to shift around different players, being able to look, Fabinho was at centre half, and look, we know he's brilliant in the centre of the midfield, but Fabinho at centre half served the purpose. He was fantastic at centre half, and then we had to mix things around, and we had to keep things fresh. And for Jurgen Klopp, not having all these tools at his disposal, not having one of his biggest talisman in Virgil van Dijk out, Gomez is young fucking prodigy at centre-half as well, who's fantastic. Out. Joe Matip, out. All these players, captain, out. Jota being out. People going out with COVID. What Jurgen Klopp and his staff and all the staff around Melwood in terms of nutrition and everything and all getting players back to fitness, this is one of the best jobs I've ever seen in my life. It's not like we can spunk loads of money on new players. We've got to do with, look, I'm not saying we're not rich, we're a very rich club, but we had to deal with what we had to deal with, and we did it so well. I'm just so proud. Will there be nipples? No, but I don't want to tell you too much. It's a mad video. I'm in the process of editing it myself, so it's mad. And that's it. That is the last one. Thank you everyone for watching. Obviously, Paul and Chris are at Anfield. I'm sure they'll be doing some content from there. Paul is hopefully going to join us for the instant match reaction, so it'll be nice to get his view from inside the stadium. Ross is going to be doing the player ratings in about 5 minutes, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you everyone for this season. Thank you everyone for commenting, and obviously thank you Thomas Lesney for your $100 super chat. That is fantastic. But yeah, everyone, I'm going to leave you with this Jordan Henderson documentary advert. If you haven't seen it yet, stay and watch it because it's going to be fantastic. We spoke to 2 legends of Liverpool Football Club about another legend of Liverpool Football Club. Thank you everyone for watching. Watch this video.
If you're a parent of a daughter, you'd love your daughter to marry that man.
Top skipper, top captain, huh?
The dressing room's a much better place with people like him.
Well, he's a top-class player, no doubt about that.
And although he might say he's been truly happy working at Liverpool, it's Liverpool he should be grateful.
A night I will never forget in my life.
To give a special trophy to a special guy, that a special football club is, it doesn't get much better, does it?